This is, I think, hold on, this is from Wrestlamia. This is from 13 days ago. And this is from one of our tribal members, man. Shout out to the boy Cam. Appreciate you for the submission, putting it in the Discord, bro. So we gonna check this out. I have a feeling this is probably gonna be like, I guess it's gonna be like rating the WWE entrance themes. But I have my top 10 I still need to make the video on. But let's check this out.
The perfect WWE theme exist? Well, join us now as we look at the 20 of the greatest WWE themes ever.
20 of the greatest ever. This is all right. I feel like this is going to be highly debated. First of all, once you get past 10, that part is really debatable. But the top 10, there's a couple. These should be in there. Slow Chemical, Stone Cold Steve Austin's the Glass Shatter? That should be in the top 10. Obviously, any one of the Rock's theme songs, preferably the People's Champion, that should be in the top 10. Metalingus should be in the top 10, should be in the top 5 actually. And Hulk Hogan, now I know that he has the Hollywood Hulk Hogan theme, and then he has the like Real American theme. I like the Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child version more, so that needs to be in the top 5. And also CM Punk, man, this fire burns. They better be in the top 10.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos.
They better be in the top 10.
The 20 NWO New World Order theme. When the NWO debuted
Is that kind of high?
It was vital that WCW gave the villainous trio a theme song that suited their characters.
That's a little too high, right?
WCW selected the perfect theme song for the stable, and the NWO theme song has become synonymous with the faction. According to Eric Bischoff during an interview on The Gun Show, the original WCW version of the theme was completely free to use, which is crazy to think about when analyzing how iconic the track
Hulk Hogan,
become.
I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan should not have been that cool, bro. But I did find out in the documentary with Scott Hall that he kind of helped Hulk Hogan. I think it was him, because DDP helped Scott Hall, but then Scott Hall helped Hulk Hogan get some of his charisma.
But when you think about the character of the NWO, they were anti-heroes. They were
a little above.
They had a vibe. They had a look. It's one of the reasons that a lot of the interviews that I did
put the
with
chat
the
up there real
NWO,
quick.
I did then in black and white in a grainy film-like format. Nobody else was doing that. Everybody else was
I don't know,
bright
bro.
and shiny. I wanted the NWO to be almost an underground vibe. That music just fit. It was in the catalog. It was free.
I don't know, man. NWO, I guess is what criteria is it? Because the NWO theme is iconic. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Hold on. Why is my all right stream deck? You acting stupid, bro. There we go. Come on now. For life, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It hit, bro. I get what you're saying though.
And it was there. Number 19, Jake the Snake Roberts, Snake Bit. Jake the Snake Roberts is rightfully
now. I'll be honest. I don't remember this one.
In WWE history, and one of the reasons why Roberts' heel character connected with the fans.
I don't remember this, but I don't think it should be higher than.
Roberts' first theme was called Snake.
Well, I don't think it should be lower than the NWO theme.
As if you could determine what Roberts' character was all about just by hearing the first part of the track. The track was produced by Jim Johnston, and Johnston, as always,
Jim Johnston is the GOAT. This man needs to be in the Hall of Fame pronto, bro. Pronto. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? That man has produced some of the biggest bangers, especially from like the 99, 2000s when it comes to wrestling music.
A masterpiece that perfectly represented one of WWE's top stars. Number 18, LOD, What a Rush. Now, in terms of notable tag team themes,
I never went beyond top 10, really, to be honest. So
the song is instantly recognizable.
I'll let these rock.
Was simply heard a monumental
That Sonny? Oh man.
Certainty. WWE's presentation of the legendary duo was always a controversial subject, yet they truly hit a home run when it came to the theme song, and the credit for the track goes to Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart.
McGuire. Number 17, The Ultimate Warrior, Unstable.
Oh, they digging in the bag,
Jim
yeah.
Johnston was creating a theme
I
song
told
for
you,
the
bro.
Warrior.
Jim
One of the most
Johnston was a
important
beast,
elements
bro.
had to be that the theme would suit Warrior as he charged down to the ring at a
That
million
belt
miles
is
an hour.
fire too.
Anything other than a high-energy, quick-paced theme song simply wouldn't have worked. And as was typical
It
with
really
Johnston,
fit
he
Ultimate
achieved
Warrior.
utter greatness. Warrior's theme song, known as Unstable, was everything it needed to be for the time period, and Warrior charged to the ring whilst the track played created some of the most memorable moments of the 80s and 90s. Number 16, DX, Are You Ready? The DX's theme...
That's a little too high up. That's a little too high up. I don't know about that. That needs to be closer to... I think that should be closer to the top 10. maybe it doesn't crack the top 10, but I don't know. That seems a little too high.
Theme song title Are You Ready managed to perfectly capture the essence of DX's characters. Shawn Michaels and Triple H were playing by their own rules. And
Oh
WWE
man,
did an
97.
excellent job in creating a song that would be used for the next 2
You got
decades.
Rick Rude
The
back
song
there with
screams
China.
Anti-authority, and an interesting backstage secret about the theme song is that it was originally written by Jim Johnston to be solely used by Shawn Michaels.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This man is the GOAT, bro. Why do they not have him in the Hall of Fame?
That's why he's the GOAT!
Why?
The GOAT!
Bro, he's probably going to have at least 10 to 15 on this list. I would imagine. I would absolutely imagine.
On the RRBJ podcast, Johnson stated, "A lot of the times it gets a little confused because I did write the theme for Shawn Michaels and that was D-Generation X. I originally wrote for Shawn Michaels. By the time it was out there, he had hooked up with Hunter and it became a group entity very quickly."
That was a great call,
Number
though.
15, Rey Mysterio,
Okay.
Booyaka 619.
All right, Ray.
During the Ruthless Aggression era, WWE made the call to change Rey Mysterio's theme song. Mysterio's new theme song would be performed by POD, and it took some time for fans to accept the new theme song, and even Mysterio had reservations.
Yeah,
at
respectable
first.
15. Yeah, okay.
Yet over time, the theme song has become an integral
Rey's a
part
legend
of
anyway, so.
Mysterio's presentation. He's now used the song for almost 20 years, and it's unlikely that the song is ever going to be changed. The song's catchy, lively,
That's
and
a
debuted
fire
just
mask,
in time
too.
for Mysterio to ascend into the main event picture in WWE. Number 14, The Rock, Electrifying.
Whoa.
The Rock's theme song's
Whoa. Wait a second. Bro. That's too high. That's too high, bro. What? The Rock at 14? Nah, fam, that's too high.
songs have gone through several variations
That's
over the years.
too
Yet
high.
the song titled Electrifying is without question the definitive entrance theme for the great one. The song instantly
That's
creates
too
an atmosphere,
high,
and
bro.
when you hear it
What The Rock
guarantees a huge ovation.
cooking.
The song
That's
is so
too
well
high,
produced that
bro.
It has different levels and allows The Rock to get the crowd invested at different points amongst the theme
How y'all
song's
feel about
runtime.
that? That's
The
too
song was
high.
produced by Jim Johnston, and Johnson simply
You
couldn't
see
have
what
done
I'm
a better job
saying?
in delivering a theme song that presented The Rock
This
like
man
a
is the
true
GOAT, bro.
megastar. Number 13, Chris Jericho, Break the Walls Down.
What?
When Chris Jericho debuted
Wait.
in '99, it was
Wait,
of the utmost
what?
importance that WWE debuted Jericho with a memorable
What? Bro, wait a second. Hold on. Bro, there's no way, bro. There's no way.
And The Rock means no way.
That Jericho theme is that high up on the list? Hell no, bro. Hell no. Absolutely not.
theme song.
What are they on, man?
Jericho
And again,
debuted
it's
during
Jim.
a time
I
when Jim
told you,
Johnston
we
was
need to do a
still the main
count.
composer
We need to
for
do
the
a
theme
count of
songs for
how
the
many
company.
songs he has on
His
this
first
list.
theme began with a countdown from 10, and this countdown would go on to become one of the most established characteristics of Jericho's
Bro,
persona.
what are they
The trademark
smoking,
music
bro?
would then hit, and the theme song is instantly
If Stone Cold-
recognizable
if
with
I see Stone Cold
captivating
next, I'm
lyrics that are
crashing
written
out.
with care and attention. Number 12, The Brood, Blood. One
Okay,
of the
all right,
reasons
all right.
why Jim Johnston's work was so acclaimed was because he put effort into everything he did.
You see what
It
I
didn't matter
mean?
if the theme song was for a lower card guy or a future WrestleMania main event.
You see what I
He
mean?
wanted to create the most compelling piece of music possible. This was the case when it came to the theme song for Gangrel and The Brood, as a song which was titled Blood is mesmerizing, sinister, and could easily have been used in a blockbuster Hollywood movie.
Bro, there's
The theme
no
song was so
way.
popular and ingrained in the memory of fans that Edge would sporadically use the theme song during his 2020-2023 run, and he always received a notable ovation. Number 11, Hulk Hogan, Real American. Hulk Hogan was WWE's #1 guy throughout the golden age
Bro.
of WWE. During this time,
I wanna know
Hogan
how they
used the
got
Real American theme song.
the order
The
of
theme
this
song
list.
incorporated all the values of Hogan's character, and the lyrics spoke to a generation who grew up saying their prayers and taking their vitamins. The theme song managed to incorporate Hogan's message while still creating a melody that aged like wine, as it's still a great listen to this day, and it's easy to listen to the track and receive some type of inspiration. Now, believe it or not, the theme song wasn't initially intended to be used by Hogan. The original theme song was intended to be used by the US Express, yet due to a member of the team leaving WWE, the theme song
Shout
was
out to them.
used for Hogan, and the rest, they say, is history. Number 10, Goldust, Goldlust.
Wait a second.
When
Wait a second.
WWE
So you're telling me you have Gold Dust above The Rock, Chris Jericho, Hulk Hogan? There's no way this list is right, bro. There's absolutely no way this list is right. What are they talking about? We made it halfway through the video, guys, and I wanted to give a shout out to all of my Trysun Tribe members. If you were enjoying this video so far, hit the like button, man. Appreciate everybody watching this, everybody monetarily supporting the channel. If you want to join the tribe, man, just hit the join button on the channel page, and it'll give you more details on the 3 tiers that we have. With that being said, let's get back to the video.
Debuted the Goldust character in the
What are they
mid-90s,
talking
it was
about?
vital that they produced a theme song that would match Goldust's
There's no.
outlandish
What are we
character.
talking about
Jim
right
Johnston,
now?
who produced the theme, couldn't have done a better job.
Again,
Goldust's
Jim
first
Johnston,
theme
bro.
song
I'm
is
telling you, this man is
majestic
the
in
GOAT,
nature,
bro.
Yet it has a hint of
Did Dave
sadness.
Meltzer
It was
make
everything
this?
it needed to be in order to convey his character message to the audience. And
Bro,
the theme
what
song
list
is one of
is
the reasons
this?
why Goldust's character took off with immediate effect. Number 9, The Undertaker, Rest in Peace. The Undertaker has had several notable theme songs throughout his career, and
I don't
arguably the best
understand.
was the theme he began to use when he returned as the Dead Man in 2004. The brilliant Jim Johnston somehow found a way to...
How many times have they said Jim Johnston on this list? This man, and let me remind you, this man is not in the WWE Hall of Fame. To this day, he's still not in the WWE Hall of Fame.
improve Undertaker's original theme song known as Graveyard Symphony, and in turn create a theme that continues to send chills down the spines of wrestling fans across the world.
Bro.
When you hear that dong, you know that shit's going down.
Yes, sir.
This theme song has a sense of dread, yet it's so epic and grand that it feels like you're listening to a masterpiece as the dead man makes his way down to his yard. It's hard to imagine the dead man returning as his aforementioned character in 2004 with any other theme song, and it was evident that Johnson put considerable effort into striking a balance between representing the old classic theme and doing something new and modern while still portraying Taker as a certified legend and phenom.
I don't understand this
Number
list.
8, Batista, I Walk Alone.
Okay,
Upon
it's
defeating
top
Triple
10,
H at
but
WrestleMania 21, Batista emerged as one of the top babyfaces in WWE.
But this is
However, there
definitely
was one
top 10.
slight
I
issue
think
with
it's a little
Batista's
higher up, though.
babyface presentation, and the issue was that he still had his
His
heel
streak
theme
was
song.
legendary,
His heel
absolutely,
theme song
and he
was known
came
as
back
Animal, and it was a strong
this
theme song
year.
that portrayed Batista as a legitimate threat, yet it was definitely intended to be used by a heel. Batista would then debut his I Walk Alone theme in May of 2005, and
That's a
instantly
banger,
took
bro.
off.
Certified
The
banger.
theme song was produced by Saliva, and they did a phenomenal job in creating a theme that represented one of the top stars in the company. The theme had fire and it had energy, and it was exactly what the babyface version of the Animal needed. It's hardly a surprise that the beloved
It's a
theme
certified
has
banger,
30
bro.
million streams on Spotify,
I Walk Alone is
and
an
often
absolute
labeled as
banger.
one of the most replayable WWE theme songs of all time.
Xavier Woods be
Just
killing it.
as
Yeah,
Xavier
I was just
Woods.
about to say
Number
it.
7,
I was just
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Glass Shatters.
Wait a
In
second.
2000, WWE made a
Number 7? Nah, this should be, I don't know, maybe I'm biased. Attitude Era, baby. This should be at least top 3. This should be top 3. Stone Cold Steve should be a top 3 entrance theme of all time. 7 is too
bold
high.
move. They decided to debut a new theme song for their top star, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin's original
7 is
theme
too
was
high,
synonymous with
bro.
Austin and the Attitude Era, and
I
the
best
theme
not
was
see a Seth or Cody
responsible for
Rhodes
some
in
of
the top
largest
5.
crowd ovations ever seen. Disturbed were responsible for the new theme, and they sampled the original.
See, I
track.
have them
This time they
around
incorporated lyrics.
the
Disturbed were
15
able
to
create
10
a
mark.
theme song that somehow made Austin's aura increase, as Austin storming down to the ring to the Disturbed version of his theme made for some of the most exciting and engaging entrances of the Attitude Era. Some of the lyrics in the song include,
What?
the lyrics were the right
That
fit for
song hits
Austin,
so
and adding
hard,
lyrics
bro.
to an established track is always going to be a risky move, yet it resulted in this incredible theme song. Number 6, Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy.
What?
If every night-
No. What?
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
Bro, listen, I like Sean's song, bro, but I don't put it above Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't put it above Chris Jericho. I don't put it above The Rock. I don't. What are we talking about? No.
93, the legendary
No,
Shawn Michaels began
bro.
to use his Sexy Boy theme on a full-time basis. The song was written by Jimmy Hart, and Hart managed to capture the spirit and character of HBK in one single song. The song was used for HBK throughout his iconic
fam.
and celebrated career, and there's not a wrestling fan alive that doesn't know the words. In an interview with Wrestling Inc., Jimmy Hart offered some fascinating insight into the theme
It's a
song.
fire
This
blazer.
is what he had to say. Back in my era, you know, we did Shawn Michaels' Sexy Boy, me and my partner. Here's what happened. When they came to me, they said, look, we need to do a theme song for Shawn going into the ring. So we let Sherry Martel sing it. You know,
If it
about
wasn't for
Sexy
HBK,
Boy.
that song
So when
wouldn't
she
be that
left,
high.
Then Vince said, look,
That's
you need to get
true.
Shawn Michaels to the studio. I said, Shawn, we got to put your voice on it. He goes, I can't sing. I said, I promise you, I'll make you sing. So when we went in, we knocked it out in about an hour's time. Number 5, John Cena, The Time Is Now. By the time March of 2005 came around, Cena had firmly ascended to become one of the most popular wrestlers in WWE. Numerous demographics
Bro, that
had
Stone
firmly
Cold, that
decided
glass
Cena
break
was
is
their
different.
guy, and he was the right guy to carry WWE into the next era. At the time of Cena's main event push, he was using the theme song that he'd used for the past 2 years.
I'm actually not mad at this one. I mean, it's Cena's. Yeah, it's Cena, bro.
A new theme for Cena heading into his WWE title showdown with JBL at Wrestlemania 21. This is when The Time Is Now was born, and The Time Is Now
Bro,
has become such an
what?
anthem that fans often sing along to.
I'm not talking
every
about
single
Cena. I'm
word
still thinking
when
about
Cena
this
appears.
list.
Number 4, Kane.
Okay,
Slow Chemical.
okay,
On
all
paper,
right,
the idea of
okay.
changing Kane's
They got one
classic
right.
theme song and adding lyrics seems
They got one
ridiculous.
right.
The idea could have turned out incredibly cringeworthy, and it could have done irreversible damage to Kane's aura and presentation. But thankfully, this
Slow
wasn't the
Chemical
case,
is
and
a
WWE would use the
slapper,
Fire 11
bro.
song Slow Chemical for Kane's new theme.
Bro,
and
Slow
say that it
Chemical is
suited
a
Kane would
banger,
be
bro.
Slow Chemical had all the elements of Kane's original theme, yet the lyrics somehow managed to express the natural.
You're gonna have to do your
evolution of
own list
Kane's
one day. So
legendary
I have my
character.
top
The
10
theme song
already.
became
It's
so
a
popular
playlist on
and
YouTube.
so ingrained into the brains of WWE fans that when they decided to ditch the Slow Chemical song a few years later, there was major backlash from fans.
Yes,
Fans
man.
questioned why-
Listen, they need Slow Chemical in WWE games. I'm sure WWE has, because if they're going to bring Kane back as a character, especially if they're going to go with the maskless Kane when he set JR on fire, you got to have that for that character model. You have to have Slow Chemical. If it was up to me, unless it was like the 99 version of Kane or like that specific, like the Big Red Machine Kane, I would have his original theme song in that. But if it's any other iteration of Kane, I would have Slow Chemical. That song is a slapper, bro.
Why on earth WWE would remove something so important to Kane's character? And the likely reason was a financial
Corporate Kane.
rights use, which was a huge shame, as WWE never truly recaptured the magic of Slow Chemical.
They got
with
the
any
money.
of Kane's subsequent themes.
And if they don't pay that
Number
damn
3,
money,
CM Punk's
Okay,
cult of
okay.
personality.
Tell me when I'm
WWE
telling lies.
struggled
Okay.
when they decided
all
to
right,
use
we here. I mean, this Fire
Burns
Burns
as
is a
CM
banger
Punk's
too.
theme
Should be
song.
on this list,
There was
but
never a push from any of Punk's fans to see WWE go in a different direction. In
What
the
is number
summer of
1?
2011, CM Punk had emerged as a breakout star in WWE. The infamous pipe bomb promo, as well as Punk leaving WWE with the title, led to a surge of outside interest in Punk.
Shane
and
getting
the
his
WWE
nuts shot
product.
still
WWE
kills me.
decided now was the time in which Punk's theme song would be changed, and at first fans questioned WWE's decision, but when it was revealed that his new theme would be Cult of Personality by Living Colour, fans knew that WWE
Banger.
made the right call.
Banger.
The song is an all-time classic, and the theme manages to capture Punk's character message and motivations in a manner that this Fire Burns wouldn't have done following the pipe bomb promo.
Because this was
Punk
this was
discussed
Randy
why the theme
Orton's
is so
for like
important
one
to him
day.
on the AEW Unrestricted podcast, and this is what the former WWE and AEW World Champion had to say. I've been fortunate enough to be friends with a lot of great bands, a lot of talented artists, and to use a lot of those songs for entrance music. Cult of Personality, I think, transcends everything, and I'm proud of this, that the name CM Punk is forever tied to the band.
That's
Living
a fact.
Colour and Cult of Personality.
That is an absolute
It's
fact.
just been a common thread throughout my entire life. The whole reason I use that song in Ring of Honor is because I just love that song. I thought it was a great entrance music and for the character and everything. That was the song my Little League team would play after
That's
we
cool,
won games
man.
in '89, so it's
That's-
been with me for a while.
I didn't realize that song had that much tied to CM Punk and his history. Had no idea. Obviously, the song is from the 80s. That song, I didn't even realize the band was a black band. Like, I watched the video and I thought it was like a cover or something like that. And it was like, no, Living Color. Them dudes had one of the dudes had dreads. I was like, what?
What?
I had no idea.
Number 2, Edge.
Okay,
Metalingus.
okay. I don't know if
WWE
it's.
Hall of Famer
Damn,
Edge
is it
began
number
to use
2?
Metalingus in late
No, Metalingus is a
2004,
banger though.
And the theme song was
Metalingus is a
evidence
banger.
that the theme song can make a wrestler look
You
like
think
an
you know me?
absolute
Oh my God, what a
megastar.
banger!
At this point in late 2004, Edge was slowly approaching the main event scene, yet when he debuted this new theme song on Raw, everything just seemed to change. The song was simply put the perfect fit for what Edge needed at the time, as the song struck the correct balance of intensity whilst being a song that fans could easily sing along to. The song has become one of the most beloved theme songs in wrestling history. And
Yeah,
when
Alter
Edge
Bridge
joined
killed
AEW
that,
in
bro.
2023, fans saw it as a top priority that AEW used the theme song, and thankfully they did. The wrestling legend would talk about how the theme song came about during an interview with Journey with a frontman, and this is what he had to say. When I was out with my neck injury, I met Mark Trementi. I met him at a Metallica show actually. I went back to his place after and he played me what would end up being the first Alter Bridge album.
They killed
I
that song, bro.
And I was like, dude, can I use that when I come back? And he said,
and Judgment Day has to do a lot of thanking to Edge because he hooked them up with Alter Bridge and they got some bangers for Judgment Day entrance themes. If it wasn't for Edge, that would have never happened.
yeah, of course. So that ended up being the genesis of it, and when I heard it, it was actually Mark singing. It hadn't been Miles yet, so it was in this infancy, but I had heard that song. I was like, okay, that's gonna be what I come to the ring to, and that's how it all started. And number 1, Triple H, The Game.
I don't know if
The
this
Game
is number
Triple H has
1,
been
bro.
incredibly lucky with his theme songs over the years. Triple H's first theme was called My Time, and the theme was expertly done, so much so that it without question helped fans take him seriously.
I don't think Triple H is number 1.
In 2001, Triple H had become the top heel in WWE, and due to this, they decided now was the perfect time to give the Cerebral Assassin a new theme song. The Game's new theme song would be
Motorhead
performed
did
by
go on a
Motorhead,
run, though,
who
with
would be
Triple H theme
appropriately
songs.
titled The Game. The end product was magnificent, and it managed to capture the essence of Triple H's character. The song currently sits at over 80 million streams on Spotify, officially making it one of the most played theme songs in pro wrestling history. During an interview with MTV, Triple H revealed that Jim Johnston was originally tasked with producing the game's new theme, but Johnston couldn't create that sound that Triple H wanted. Years ago, I was making a transition to become this bad guy, known in wrestling as a heel character, and they wanted me to change my music. He said, we had our music guy Jim Johnston working on it, and it wasn't the sound I wanted. I kept saying I wanted it more raw, more gritty, and I kept saying, think Motorhead, think Motorhead. So finally, Jim was like,
why don't you just get Motorhead to do it?
They
Makes
went for it,
sense.
and they did the song
Makes
for me.
sense.
They came to one of the shows, and Lem and I just hit it off. They played me to the ring a few times.
See that I can respect that. I can respect that. Number 1, Jim Johnston was already tasked with doing everybody's theme song in WWE damn near. So the fact that he was like, if I can't create this sound, why don't you just go to the source? If you have a band specifically in mind, just ask them. You are a big enough prominent figure to where you can get them to do that for you. And I don't blame him at all. Now, I will say the top 5, I'm not mad at. The order, debatable. This was a good video though, man. Shout out to Cam again, bro,
Thank you
for suggesting this one, man. But what do you guys think, man? How do you feel about the top 5? Shout out to Wrestlamia, man. They always put out some bangers, bro. If you're not following them or, subscribe to them, definitely show them some love over on YouTube. But let's check out this other one that we got.